Hello and welcome back once again to the Brexit Estate hard by the darkest dungeon in the lee of a rather unpleasant, craggy edifice atop which lie the ruins of our once great mansion. Well, this is a fine kettle of fish, isn't it? We're in a pretty terrible state. We did promise Vernon a week off, and then Felgren again. In fact, Vernon, I think, is going to get to go and carouse. No, he's not. Why he's not? Don't tell me he's obsessed with gambling. No, he's a flagellant? Really? He's going to go and whip himself in the temp. No, he's not. Okay, fine. He just gets to lounge around in town and feel... You know what? We'll get him some new duds. Get him a new motley garb. Just, resew those seams, get a few new patches on there, make it look a little bit more colourful. That's more like it. So, unfortunately, due to circumstance and the fact that we're trying to keep at least these four heroes alive, we are going to be setting out on an adventure with a badly afflicted and cursed and diseased Tescatorrid, but at least he's got a bloomin' eye dodge chance, so that's giving him a chance. Now, first off, a couple of little changes. I have summoned the crest of the 1100. It is a Kickstarter backer trinket, and as a Kickstarter backer, I feel entitled to use it. It was given to all of us. I've held off till now because I honestly thought I'd summoned it a few episodes ago at one point. I think I might have mentioned it. It was given for free to all Kickstarter backers, and it's quite a nice trinket. I'm not going to make use of it just yet, but I've got it there in the stash just for emergency purposes. I'm not going to use any of the other Kickstarter backer trinkets because they were each designed by individual backers who pledged a certain amount of money to have the privilege of creating a specific trinket. And then there's specific backer heroes as well, and I'm sure that some of those trinkets and heroes were designed by the same backer who was like, I'll have a trinket and a hero. And in that case, I don't know what the combinations would be to put them together, and you know what? This is one that was given to us all for free. The others are all very nice, but I'm not going to use them in this playthrough because I feel more deserving of this than I do of the others. But I just thought I'd let you know it's all there. On a vaguely related note, since we're finally taking an abomination on a quest, I felt obliged to go and listen to The Chain by Fleetwood Mac on YouTube before commencing this episode. It only feels fair, really. Now, since we have an afflicted party member and no stress remover, probably not going to use transformation to... Wait, transformation 2 uses per... Oh, because you turn back. Yeah. I was thinking, what's going on there? Right, is there anything else we can do? So Vasquez and Ulcina Ven are new. Okay, Shafiq, what can we do to you? We can increase your fortifying vapors. You can learn Get Down, which is a very useful skill. Yeah, very useful. And likewise Tescatorrid, while he's going to learn Bolster. And Defender and Retribution are going to be increased. Because we have quite a bit of money to spend, Reynold is going to improve Smite, Dismas is going to improve Pistol Shot, Velia is going to improve Divine Grace, and Fennel is going to improve Plague Grenade, since these are the skills they use most frequently. Now, unfortunately this week, our options are all long missions apart from the Crimson Courtyard. And as for those who have a 1, yeah, we do not have the levels yet to tackle the Crimson Courtyard, or the equipment, or the skills. So we could go for a Necromancer. These are going to take the Necromancer. We could go for the Siren. Again, while the reward is very tempting, it's just not quite worth it. Well, we don't feel quite capable enough. We could go here, which is Room Battles. They're both Room Battles. This would be an item for the Antiquarian and some portraits, and this will be an item for the Arbalist, which would actually be a very useful item for us to have and request. However, given the state of... Well, I was going to say the state of the party, but given the state of the Tescatorrid, Our plan is not to complete this mission. If we do get to complete it, that is wonderful. Our plan is to get in there, get as much treasure as we can, and get out without him suffering a heart attack. If we happen to do particularly well and it looks like we're going to succeed, and he's guarding as well, that'll just be loads of stress. Right, well, let's just get in there and see what we can do. Since we are trying for treasure, it is worth... I mean, it's possible we could take less supplies than usual. But to my mind, that would be a problem in case we actually found that we were doing quite successfully and needed to go in. Obviously, we're going to be camping right at the beginning, just to try and get that stress down a bit. This is for weird, so we're going to need quite a bit of anti-venom. And we'll take some medicinal herbs as well. And leave it at that. If anything, I may have oversupplied for this mission. Money isn't the issue, right? We're not doing this for the money. We're doing this to try and get a Twilight Knight to turn up in town.
Corruption has soaked
oh,
soil,
an H layout or a kind of X?
from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Alright, here's what we do. We have Shafiq. She will check everything and anything. Oh, I should have brought some blood for him. Should have brought some blood, but... Oh, no, it... And she's given up hope. She's like, oh, we might as well leave right now.
No hope at all.
No hope at all, indeed. Oh. I just had a sneaky idea. Oh well, never mind. Something to look into later. So this abomination reskin, you notice, doesn't have the chain, but she can still make the manacles attack. Behold! Oh, and it's alive, so I get to shoot one at the back. Beautiful! Unless he goes first. He didn't get stunned, he could still go first and screw her from me. Yeah! I knew it! Every bloody time. I need to stop calling it when it's just too... But I know, it's obvious. Sod's law. Always happens.
With impunity.
Right. You. And missed. Oh. It was a first shot as well. Right. You, my sweetheart, are very stressed out. Now just look at this face when she does this. This is amazing. She's just clearly traumatized here. Like something really terrible has happened to her and she's just so sorry and afraid. And a mace will crush that thing's carapace.
Cleansed from our lands.
And end our troubles there. You kind of end up feeling quite sorry for her sometimes, actually, because I mean she's got really messed up eyebrows for starters. Okay. They just don't come down on the outside at all, you know. It's like some kind of crazy V. It's like perpetually frowning. She's so angry. Right. Now, the good old beast bile attack. This is quite a nice one as well. I mean, just look at that. You know, the face just comes out of the hood and goes back in again. That's wonderful. Right. How are you? No. Okay, slow and steady. Just mark a target and shoot it down. With all hope. Uh-oh, oh no, she's gonna pass her turn. Oh, that reminds me, I was gonna write some more dialogue actually. Oh, never mind. Right. Oh, really? Seriously, that is not good. Unfortunately, with two afflicted heroes, we'd better just avoid transformation altogether and just stick with the human form for now. But I assure you, the beast form will come. We'll probably rest right after this fight. I mean, 100% room battles are that much backtracking. I mean, just look at the map. It's all over the place. It could be worse, I suppose. Uh-oh. Critical hits. Give stress. Give stress. Just remember, the primary goal is to live.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
There we go. Nice little bit of work there. Uh-oh, more stress. Oh dear goodness. Now, in order to progress the game a week, there's a few different ways this can be done. Firstly is to traverse 3 different rooms, or get into 2 fights, or have one hero go down to death's door, or die, which is down to death's door. Those are the things that will objectively progress the game 1 week. If we do less than that...
Obliterated.
Nice shot, by the way! If we do less than that, we're stuck on the same week, and we get no new heroes, no new quests. It's pretty tragic. And, oh stuff it, this is just terrible, let's go for it. See? Different beast.
Beyond one's limits.
And we just need to group strike these down for now a little bit, and shoot her at the back before she causes any more stress! Blimey, is he on repeat on broadcast royalties or something? He'd be making a killing if he was. Speaking of killing, smack. Another one indeed. And slice.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Perhaps the streamers and the Let's Players weren't putting enough personality in it. They thought, okay, we better use his dialogue lines some more. You know what? Knock it back so we can shoot it. Okay, fine.
Destroy them all. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I said we were going to camp in this room, and camp we shall. And just
gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
There's never a gap to speak. Just look at her face. They're all angsty and full of anguish. I hope she's not a teenager, otherwise that'd be terribly cliche. I like the fact that she also appears to have curly hair. That's fairly rare in the characters in this game. Well, it's kind of wavy. It's probably just ruffled or something. Anyway, you lot, tactics. We shall fight together. Okay, anger management time. You are not Charlie Sheen. You are not Charlie Sheen. You are not Charlie Sheen. There we go. Even he deserves a second chance. It said so in the adverts, so we have to believe it, right? You know, maybe a little bit, sort of. Or not at all. And let's remove some stress. Uh-oh, he's not going to do it. He's planning and scheming ahead. Well, we got 1 camping point left. 1 point of respite. It's strange Americans say respite instead of respite. We know it's respite. We also say other words differently as well. Oh well. Right. Curious incantation. She's seriously stressed out. Let's at least reduce incoming stress. And now it's time to rest. And probably get ambushed. Knowing my luck. Although it would be really nice if we didn't get ambushed this one time. You know. Just for once. Right? Maybe.
The light. The promise of safety.
This calls for a celebration. And we shall celebrate by walking along this corridor and having Shafiq interact with the 2 curios along the way. Oh, wonderful heirlooms. Great. And this one, also heirlooms. No deeds, but heirlooms are always good. My pack chafes, someone carry it. He's still selfish. Like, oh, my pack chafes, someone carry it. I don't like it, it's heavy. Well, let's see what's beyond this portal of diluvian darkness. What is diluvian? Apparently antediluvian means not underwater or out of the water or something, I don't know. Alright, okay. Unfortunately, that room could be a fight. And there's also treasure, right? A little bit of treasure. And if we had to backtrack all the way here later on, that would be a lot of walking. I'll put these down here next to them.
Impressive haul, if you value such things.
We're going to get hit by the collector in a minute, aren't we? Okay, we know there's a fight there. No, it's a medium length dungeon. Oh, good grief! Right, okay. Blight them down. Let's blight them down, not blight town. This is not Dark Souls.
Weaken.
Yeah, alright, even the narrator knows I'm not very good at playing Dark Souls. Fine. Blight town is just horrid. Okay, that's a good start. When you have my experience, then you can shape the strategy. He's going to do something on his own, he's going to act, he's going to not put a riposte stance up, which would be really... Wait, what? Only on... Oh, guard! Okay. Oh, shoot ya! Yeah, one less. Great. And now he's stroppy because she didn't do what he wanted, despite the fact he never told her what he wanted.
To a killing blow.
Maybe when they were camping he outlined plans and just like, "You're not following the scheme!" Right. Chain attack. Arm attack.
Diminished.
Okay, that's not great. We need to make sure we're ready to riposte that blunderbuss shot. And soften him up for it too, for riposte. Alright, there's damage going everywhere. Let's get some healing on the back because she can't heal herself. And riposte. New round? Not new round, okay. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. I like that mischievous feral glint in her eye as she transforms as well. That's pretty amazing.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, that's a shame. Let's just whack him. And miss. Just whoosh past his knee there. He misjudged the distance. The foe was too far away. However, we recover. Well, by protecting the antiquarian.
Inspiration and improvement.
Alright, love. Change back. Oh, that yellowy glow there on the eye is just beautiful.
Fight falters.
She's so sorry. She's so sorry. I think I'm taking a perverse amount of delight in using her skills. I should be concerned about that. But
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
well, we're certainly raking in the money from this one, but
Nature herself,
conversely,
a victim to the spreading corruption,
it's a lot of pain.
formed with misintent.
Alright, that should give us a good chance of a scouting roll. And a scouting roll will find out if there is a fight in this. There is a fight in that room. Of course there's a fight in that room. Why would there not be a fight in that room? I mean, you know, just because we have to go and do all the fights in the rooms, they had to put one behind as many... Uh-oh. They really need to fix that bug. Oh, 2 spiders? That's not quite so bad. But he is still very, very stressed out. You know what? So's she. You see that just hand twisted out to the side there? The normal abomination actually has that as well, so it's not too unusual. Shot. Oh, not quite. Okay. Okay, this could actually hurt quite a bit if they both target the same person. And, being spiders, they probably will. I beg your pardon. You know what? Episode 7 is about 3/4 of the way uploaded now. Yes, I recorded the previous episode and this one while another one was uploaded. Well, let's hope it doesn't interfere with the quality of the video. It shouldn't. But you never can tell these days. Okay. If that skill's so enjoyable to use, I might have to put more training into it. And speaking of training,
Be gone, fiend.
it has paid off.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
And now we have a vial of blood in case he develops an unhealthy craving for it. Speaking of unhealthy cravings, this blight is bad and shall be cured. If I pull through this one without a stress reliever, that'll be amazing. I mean the whole dungeon, you know. Well, let's see what we can do. Because you can bet this won't be the last fight. The last fight will be here, and there'll be one down here, and that'll be empty. That's kind of my guess. I could, but I what? Oh, you what? No! Serves you right for trying to chav it. And that's actually 6. That's quite a bit. Given our lackluster healing department in the back of 2, we're not going to investigate that tree. You know what? We're going to light a blooming torch. We are going to light a torch, and then we will venture in. Okay. Not a lot of heavy stress dealers there. The facial expression just really works. It's very evocative. In fact, if you're voting on the Nexus, I'd give it File of the Month. The Nexus has a bit of a slow Darkest Dungeon output this month, but you know what? It's a nice reskin. It's creative, it's different, and it covers all the bases that Abomination reskin should cover. It's possibly the first. Well, no, there's the unofficial colour palette expansion, but beyond that, it's possibly the first Abomination reskin that we've had. And it's a nice one. You know, it could be worse. It could be a whole lot worse. If any of you have seen that female leper reskin, you will know exactly what I mean. And these are highly resistant to the blight, but it's a double attack that might still get them a little bit anyway. And the animation for it is really funky. Oh,
To the pit.
blighted or not, he's gone now. Let's just fire a bowler shot. Hey. They're both the same, so it didn't make too much of a difference there, but... So the slime begets more slime. It grows slowly and steady, or in fact rather quickly if left unattended. And we need a bit of guarding at the back here. Let's get that shot off. Nice and lovely. I mean, she just keeps stunk, 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 stunk. She just keeps shooting them out there. It's magnificent to behold. Although his craven cowardice, on the other hand, is not so magnificent. Oh, here we go. More slime. Right, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, and they ain't nothing but a slimy slime.
Blood quickens.
There we go. Lovely. It still keeps the shape of the horns on the effect, because the effect is from the hero, the skin is from something else. Yeah, but the visual effects and the hero skin are separate. Okay, you don't want healing. How about you? Would you like some healing? You would like some healing. Good. Now, take that slime out. Fast.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Or, you know, not so fast. That's more like it.
This expedition at least promises success.
That glow around the face has got to be from the other abomination when he changes shape. I might have to try getting 2 abominations in the same party at one point. Are they allowed that? Or are they restricted to just 1 abomination per party? Oh crikey, a party of 2 abominations and a cultist and say like a hellion or something could be quite nasty. We're going to start running low on torches now because of this backtracking. And if he gets near... Okay, we can take another 20 or 30 stress there before we seriously start thinking about heading for home. Home is where the hamlet is. The hearth from the fireside, just a coincidence. Three attempts to right-click that. I don't know what is going on with this game sometimes. That jump, jutting thing, like that goose-like motion of the head and shoulders that she has as she walks, and the legs, it's actually quite interesting. I mean, obviously it's borrowed from the other abomination, but it does make her movements look less natural, as if her body is an unusual shape beneath the clothes.
Is struck. A blazing star is born.
And that, with our 2 remaining shovels, is actually quite a nice touch. Unintentional maybe, but is there a gap here between the cuff of her glove and her hand, or is there a... I can't see if... Yeah, there's a gap. I think there may be a gap in the animation there. That could be her shirt visible through behind. That's really unfortunate if that is the case, but probably unavoidable. Clearly she truly is an abomination indeed. See, now there's no gap, right? But the cuff of the glove is further up. I think there's like a manacle there or something on the other one. On the normal one, I have to go and have a look. But in the meantime, let's try and light down this acolyte, because she is a nuisance who needs to be dealt with. And shot. And smashed with a mace, possibly. Nope, she's fine. Right. Everyone, defend yourselves! Okay, not you, you're fine, you insist. You ignore the order. You know, like he practiced, like they said earlier, around the campfire. No. You'd much rather just be vulnerable, apparently, because you have given up all hope. You know what? This is a very brief transformation, but it may just be worth it. The goal here is to knock this mushroom man back behind the madman and place the madman where many of the heroes can... Oh, wait, it's only her really then, isn't it? And she could probably do that with a single attack anyway. But it worked. And the insanity... The insanity is manifest. Let's try to avoid self-marking, because these things capitalize on marks. And a little bit of healing would always be nice. A harmless swipe may be an advancing attack. It is, so I'm glad we took out the madman when we did. Now you, my darling, have to change back now that your job is done. And also seek absolution. And then 3-6, that ain't gonna do it, so our polar shots. Because if we can push them back, there we go. They can now be shot with a big crossbow again, especially if the one at the back keeps going first like that. It's lovely. You, matey boy, you need to guard someone or advance. Well, you guarded. It's good enough. Here, Death, I knock at your door. She like beats herself on the forehead with the pommel of her kukri. Just flagellates herself with a sense of air. Let's get a little healing. She does a little more healing now. And he's about to get attacked and missed, fortunately. And we shall shoot into that thing and soften it up. I should probably be marking them because they have good protection, but I'm concentrating on getting... Oh, Vasquez is now selfish too.
Self-preservation paramount at any cost.
I don't see this mission going well at this point. Right, absolution again, but she'll be moving back soon. In fact, how about now? That works. That works nicely. Okay, and some healing. Okay, new plan. New plan. Lots of healing for the man-at-arms. It goes like this. Deal damage. And stun. Nicely done. Uh-oh. She's gonna do something bad. Yes, you do need a healer, and it's all your fault. And we shall heal the man-at-arms. And then, providing she'll let me, we'll heal the man-at-arms as well. And she won't. She's going to mark a target. Okay, that is convenient. 150 stress. Whoa, not good. Oh, really not good. Alright, this 36, 3750. 4450. No, 5450. What am I thinking? It is late at night. 5925. And minus sundry supplies. That's a little bit more than we spent on supplies. But let's just chain attack there, just to be, stunned as well. Maybe there is hope after all. And I forgot to change. Right, that is a dumb mistake. I deserve to just stop playing right now. I'm just well, you all know what I did there. It only happens once in a blue moon. I'm not trying for the stun here, just trying for the hit. And some healing. Wait, no, he did lose stress. Wonderful. And he needs blood now. But he's not wasting, he's only craving. So let us... Guard. Nope. Not guard. Fine. Just fine.
Impressive.
It's alright. It's alright. Look at all this stress. It's okay. We have a jester. Let's do a little bit of battlefield healing there. A little bit. Now, I know it says battlefield bandage and people complain, but it doesn't stop bleeding. It's like, it's not that kind of bandage. She's not as good as the Plague Doctor, okay? She does her best. She just, she's just doing enough to keep someone in the fight. She's not a skilled surgeon.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
And of course, just as I was contemplating retreat, two deeds have popped into my lap. If I go in here, and it's a really bad fight that we can't handle, and we get absolutely wrecked, and the afflicted heroes refuse to withdraw, we could have another death on our hands. I think we have to pull out now. I know, shortish episode, but I think it's for the best. Let's go back to town. I hope there's at least something nice in the stagecoach waiting for us, because people are going to be seriously stressed out.
Where there is no peril in the task, there can be no glory in its accomplishment.
Alright, please town be nice. I know the mosquitoes are probably going to be back. I mean, they're without fail practically every week. Okay, claustrophobia. Doesn't like the tunnels. Tuck it out. Does less damage when she gets a bit knackered. Night Owl. Useful on runs we don't have much like. And fast healer. Okay. I mean, she doesn't have that many healing skills while camping. Just one or two, I think. Everyone ready for mosquitoes?
Irritant to some, a sanguine memory to me.
The mosquitoes are back with a vengeance. Wait, you didn't even have the Twilight Cloak, you nitwit! Hakim, you and I are going to have words about your employment status in the near future. That was a pretty rare trinket, and you went and oh, she's not going to come now, is she? Or maybe she'll come looking for it and say, I heard you lost my cloak, you scum, and run him through with her blade. Or threaten to. So at least he no longer is plagued. Torn rotator cuff is cured. Kurgan has still not returned from his quest. This is just terrible, isn't it? Right, well, should we look at the stagecoach? Oh, dear goodness. And I've intentionally turned off deck-based stagecoach and made sure it hasn't turned itself back on. This is... well, that's a lot more deeds we're going to need if we're going to want to increase the odds. That's painful. That's really painful. We could get another flagellant and another plague doctor, but then we'd be full again and... oh well. It's a sorry state of affairs, isn't it? But for now I think we just have to end the episode here and pick it up again next time. Oh, this is a terrible run. I mean, not even my other save's doing that bad. I don't know what it is. Probably performing for the audience. Who knows? Right, well, I'll say bye-bye for now. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and see you all next time. Cheerio!